You got to find the limit, right? In order to learn, you go over the limit and then you pull back. You know, I want to win. So, you know, I'm going for it.
Welcome to Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin and the legendary Road America circuit. It's the Porsche Sprint Challenge North America. After qualifying in 11th position this Saturday, Patrick Dempsey has cut through the pack into 6th place.
They're all eyes on you. If you make a mistake, you're the first one that they talk about. That's what people go to the race for. They want to see the crashes and stuff.
With some savvy moves, Dempsey now up to the 4th position.
I'm approaching this with a much more of a sprint mentality where it's just attack and go. You take a high percentage risk when you do that. And life is about making mistakes and learning from them. That's where wisdom comes from. Not knowledge necessarily. The wisdom comes from the life experience. I'm definitely going to win. It's just I've got to get some racecraft.
Gather back up here, gather back up. Let's go back to park here.
Oh no, looks like residual damage from the hit in turn 1, and he's off in turn 3.
Yeah, I'm done.
PD, are you in a safe spot? Are you in a safe spot?
No, I'm in the...
Do not move until safety vehicles are on site.
We are full course yellow for the 98 at turn 3.
With Dempsey in 3rd and 2 laps to go, his chance at a podium finish has unfortunately vanished.
Definitely really learned a lot today.
Well, that didn't go to plan. We're driving around.
I just need to work on my patience. It's a virtue I do not have at the moment, but I'm working on it.
We're trying to go for P2 in class and 5th overall. Got a little overzealous with our move into turn 1. We tried to go inside of turn 1. Overcooked it on the inside line and didn't have the grip to make the corner. Ended up on the outside. Obviously, we may have been at fault for something there.
How bad?
So we're gonna get a post-race drive-through time penalty. We were steaming it in there like we were making that one work.
If it's an endurance race, I never would have done that. But a sprint race with 1 or 2 laps to go, I was like, I'm going for it.
Basically, it's my ego that's bruised. I just gotta accept it, own it, and move on. So I just gotta stay really focused and then really drive with awareness, be aggressive, but don't be desperate.
Hey, it's Ryan Holiday. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Stoic Podcast. Here's an email I got. It's from someone. She says, hey, I'm the manager for the actor, producer, race car driver, Patrick Dempsey. Could I set you guys up to chat? And I said, yeah, of course. We stayed in touch, chatting.
That's so cool.
And we've become friends.
Yeah, Ryan's really insightful guy. I made the pilgrimage to the bookstore. So it's great to be here to kind of meet Ryan in person because he's had a big influence on my life with his writings because of his ability to take stoicism and to distill it down into a way that is applicable to your daily life. I know a lot of athletes, I know a lot of businessmen and women who use that philosophy. So then how do you control your emotion?
Yes.
How do you stay calm?
It's not about emotionlessness, I would say, but it is about, I think, being less emotional about things that you don't control.
Right. I go through my ACT model, which is a breakdown of 4 or 5 things that I say that help get me into place. But it's been, almost 10 years since I started using it. And then I was like, I'm still tight. I'm not breathing properly, so I got to remember to start to breathe and just be present. How would the Stoics approach something like that? either going into battle or you're going into competition.
It's not always this transformative, massive advantage, but
No,
it's
it's
just
just little things. It's adjustments. Like
Yes.
It's like in the car. Every lap, the car's different, right? So you've got traffic, or you miss the apex, you have to adjust.
It's a new day and a new race. Sprint race number 2 on this beautiful Sunday morning. Patrick Dempsey starts in P11.
This is a really unforgiving circuit. You have the carousel, and then the kink is where you see most of the mistakes happen.
Mayhem in the kink. Dempsey quickly capitalizes and moves into 5th place.
And this is what's great when Patrick is coaching me or he's spotting for me. He's telling me where to place my attention.
Good job. All clear. Hit your apex. Focus on good shift.
Dempsey is now in 3rd position, putting pressure on Michael Clark in the number 17 car. Dempsey, Cranes, and Johnson are nose to tail in a battle for P2. They're rubbing fenders coming through turn 3. Dempsey hangs on.
In the number 98, finishing P2 today, it's Patrick Dempsey.
That was not a bad test, actually. Still struggle with the same issues that we had in qualifying, but this was a great experience. There's no grip in the front of the car, so I was pushing the whole time. And then the race started coming to me. So better than yesterday. I bounced back from the day before. I was happy with that result. I mean, it was so close. You know, I can win. It's just a matter of time. I kept my belief in myself strong.
He did an amazing job. The car wasn't quite aligned the way we wanted. He was struggling a little bit with performance, and he had to battle through that sort of mid-race slump. I'm glad that he kept with it and brought it home on the podium.
You know, everybody has nerves. I mean, I was listening to something about Messi and Ronaldo. They all have their technique on how they get over their anxiety. The more successful you get, the more visible you get, the more nervous you get, because the expectation level and the pressure is that much higher.
It's a full field for the rolling start of the Porsche Endurance Challenge, North America.
Ready, green, 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 green.
The green flag drops and they're off. Here come the Cayman GT4s across the line. Chaos at the start. A big collision on the front straight. 6 cars involved as they come to the green flag.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go left, go left, go left, go left.
It's being in touch with your emotion, but not letting it control you.
A huge hit. Let's hope that everybody's okay after that one. Lots of pieces strewn across the racetrack.
It's like a bull behind the gates, and then the gates open, it's green flag, and they just got overzealous and tangled up. And once there's contact, it's a chain reaction and there's really nowhere to go. So I was shocked that we even made it through, not unscathed, but that we didn't get totally collected and have a DNF right there.
Check your tire pressures on your way around. Check your tire pressures. Make sure your tires are still up. We didn't get any debris.
So good. I don't feel any vibration. Hard to know if it's got any in the carbon fiber or not.
You got like 4 cars wrecked on the front straightaway here, bud. So just stay clean, stay clean.
Yeah, we are up from P12 to P6 automatically on that start. We have to execute the tire stop first, right? Then we're gonna look at the damage. We have to take a piece of barrel bond and try to pull the bumper and fender up a little bit. So we need to put a piece on the right front and get it across the light, okay? While I'm doing the driver change, we can only have you 2 guys working on the car at once.
Yeah, you know, it's just really, really slow start. You know, I was ready. And then I started to give a little bit of a gap just so I could get a run on them. And then it just looked like someone hit the wall, and then I was trying to avoid cars to my left and then tires bouncing over.
Time to go back racing as the red flag ends. Patrick Long is now behind the wheel with 30 minutes remaining in P6.
What's our deficit?
3 seconds.
Yeah, but everybody else is running 15s.
The fast guys, 14.9 was the quickest so far.
What is the current speed?
Something's wrong somewhere. 2.5 a lap ain't gonna get it done.
Oh, Sierra.
Well, now it's, yeah, with the damage.
It's high-speed understeer.
Coming to the checker, Plongy, coming to the checker.
And with a battle-weary car, Patrick Long crosses the finish line in P5.
Good battle out there under circumstances. We'll go to work on this thing. Yeah, I don't know if it was the damage from the incident in the race or the previous damage, but we were off the pace a bit today. All in all, you know, you win your championships on your bad day, so we'll take a 5th and move on to Sonoma.
There's a great saying that I heard. It's like, what is yours cannot be taken away. What isn't cannot be held. And I use that as a mantra sometimes just to allow myself to go, you know what? It wasn't meant for me to be on the podium today. Maybe it's important for someone else to be there. What did I gain out of this that is going to allow me to grow and to improve as a person and as a driver? So if you can look at yourself in the mirror and go, did you do the best you could? Are you being honest with yourself?
Our backs were against the wall the entirety of the second half of the weekend. You can allow yourself to really go down that black hole of, oh, nothing's going right, this isn't our weekend, everything's bad luck, etc. But Patrick has a character he's very thick-skinned. He has a lot of confidence in the big picture, and it's my job to sometimes tip the scales and just reassure him that he's in the right mindset. There were smiles and hugs after that second sprint race, and that was our peak. We got through another weekend, lots learned, and plenty to process and work on as we head into Sonoma.
Come on now.
Nice and clean here.
All right, let's drop him and send him. We're on his bumper. Come on, PD. Set him up. Can we not get impatient here is the key.
Good job. Clear by 4. Tighten that gap.